Today's prayer will be offered by Assemblymember Ramos. Mr. Ramos.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The song that I'm going to share is a Kauai bird song, and it's one of our creation songs. And it talks about how the world was dark. And the moon, Manil, says, well, I'll light the way for the people. And then the cottontail rabbit says, well, I'll make a trail for the people at night so they could find their way. And the sun, Thamyat, says, well, I'll make the way for the people during the day. And the brush rabbit, jackrabbit, says, well, I'll make the trail for the people during the day. And we're told that if we follow those trails long enough, that it'll lead us to water. It's an honor for me to be able to open up in the assembly with this prayer and recognizing the contributions of California Indian people. Even pe mulnuk emichi even pe mulnuk emwakame even pe mulnuk emichi even pe mulnuk emwakame even pe mulnuk emichi even pe mulnuk emwakame amenil Tamyat emichiam suish tavut emwakame even pe mulnuk emichi even pe mulnuk emwakame amenil Tamyat emichiam suish tavut emwakame even pe mulnuk emichi even pe mulnuk emwakame even pe mulnuk emichi even pe mulnuk emwakame amenil Tamyat emichiam suish tavut emwakame even pe mulnuk emichi even pe mulnuk emwakame amenil Tamyat emichiam suish tavut emwakame Thank you, and that song was taught to me by Kauai Elder, Mr. Robert Levi. Thank you. Today I rise as the first California Native American elected to the state legislature. It is my honor to present H.R. 55 that recognizes Friday, September 27th, as the 52nd annual California Native American Day. Acknowledging the horrific treatment toward California's First People is one that we must confront and educate the communities within our state of the treatment inflicted on California Indians. A treatment I can personally relate to see my clan, the Yahavithan people in San Bernardino County, where in 1866 a militia was formed to rid the mountains of all Indian people. There was a 32-day massacre where less than 30 members of my clan survived and was almost wiped off the earth for nothing more than simply being Indian. This history and treatment took place throughout California. This year, 2019, is especially historic because our sitting governor, Gavin Newsom, has issued an executive order apologizing for the state's campaign of atrocity and genocide that took place against California's First People. We will never be able to undo the pain that has been inflicted upon us or that lives within the California Indian communities. But we can work together to bring forward a process of healing that must include honest conversations about California's true and unpleasant past. Conversations that are driven by this elected body, the Senate, the governor, and educators throughout the state. California Native American Day is about building bridges and bringing a cultural awareness of California's first people into the communities of our state, and to close the gap that exists in the history of our state. I stand here today as a state legislature with Serrano and Cahuilla blood to encourage this body that we make 2019 the year to start this process and bring unity and honor to our ancestors who paid the ultimate sacrifice. With that, Mr. Speaker, I ask that the first row be open for co-authors. It is a privilege to recognize the board members of the newly formed California Tribal Chairpersons Association on a day like today. This is the first time in history that a statewide organization has been established to correctly address critical issues facing tribes in California, which has never been done before. Their mission is to promote unity and strength by advocating for all California Indian people. Standing next to me and with me is Chairman Bo Mazzetti of the Rincon Band of Luiseño Indians, Chairman Michael Hunter of Coyote Valley Band of Pomo Indians, Chairman Garth Sunberg of the Trinidad Rancheria, and Chairman Dale Miller of the Elk Valley Rancheria. Together, they represent the California Tribal Association, Chairman's Association. Also, who couldn't make the trip today included Chairwoman Erica Pinto of the Hamul Indian Village and Chairman Kevin Day of the Tuolumne Band of Miwok Indians. Together, we celebrate California Indian culture. Today, we honor the chair people behind me to make sure that the place of the California people continues to move forward. Let's give them a round of applause.